Question everything. But the truth should not be televised, and that's for sure. So with that, what's going on, man? You know, I'm looking at the borders, and man, that looks crazy. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the way they got the open borders for people to get in the country, why is they asking you for a passport to get out the country? How did that even work? What that reality is? Your government wants you to have a passport to maneuver out the country, but they gonna let everybody else in the country without a passport. If they gonna let people in the country without a passport, they should be letting you out the country without a passport. It's only rightly so. It's only rightly so. Because at the end of the day, the Aboriginal Negroes ain't being taken care of in America. We ain't being treated equally and fairly in America. We got the bottom of their foot. They ain't trying to give our people nothing. No resources, no nothing. No reparations, no nothing. No reparative justice, no nothing. What is that about? I don't get it, man. The more I keep looking at all these different people coming into the country and stuff openly and getting benefits that my people was the ones who put boots on ground in order for these benefits to be circling around, and we getting bare minimum of it. It's like, man, how many times do they got to spat in your face before you realize what's really real when it comes to this government we call United States? Because at the end of the day, this is what it is. This is what it is, see? And y'all sat around as Aboriginal Negroes and bit that cup, that little drink they gave you when it comes to saying, it's our fault that we in the position we in, but you under your oppressors. How did that work? How did that even make any sense? It's your fault. Nah, man, you don't control the water. You don't control the electric. You don't control the hospital. You don't control the resources coming to your community. You don't control the economics of America. They do. So if you ain't getting any economic growth, if you ain't getting any type of resources being pumped into your community, if you ain't getting any type of loans from the banks to open up small businesses in your community, if you ain't getting any type of grants that you don't have to pay back to do any type of businesses in your community or bring any type of resources to your community, then how do you blame yourself? You ain't even the ones who can control the curriculum in school. You won't even have a say on it. So how is you doing it to yourself? This is my point, but this is what y'all saying to yourselves. Oh, it's us that's doing it. Oh, no, dude. It's the people that came to destroy you who inherited your suffering and maintaining what their forefathers have done is doing to you. You don't got to see me doing it by the whip anymore when I can do it by the pen. Didn't they tell you the pen is mightier than the sword? Exactly. So if I don't want you to get no water in your community that's fresh, clean water, I'm just going to write it off that way. And if I get busted, I'm going to pretend that I didn't know it was that way. Right, Flint, Michigan, and many other states? Let's just be real. But we keep blaming ourselves for being locked down and oppressed. The most mass incarcerated nation in the world. Our men. Now our women as well. How do you feel about that? These are some of the things you got to think about instead of demonizing your own people. It's just the reality to it. They done hit you with a trick bag and you done accepted it. Go figure. But that just might happen to be the fact of the matter that you've been under their culture and under their way of controlling you for the last 600 years. What else do you expect from your outcome to be other than what they have portrayed you to be? Well, these are some of the realities that we see. So when you think about this stuff, it all goes back to them making these movements on you. It's just that reality. So where's the immigrants coming to? Open borders to your community. No doubt. Why? Because you got a lot of development that can happen in your community that they won't fund you as the Aboriginal Negroes to develop. But they'll definitely fund somebody else's nation to develop in your community and to maintain doing well in your community while you cater to them as your leaders within your community. You best to believe that. So as the small businesses pop up all around you for Latinos, or really the immigrants coming in, and you not getting none, where you think your little dollars that you do have going to go? And where do you think your community is going to go for you? Down the drain. That's definitely that. And you better look at it like that, because guess what? That's exactly what's happening right before your eyes. And it's being done on purpose. It's not a mistake they got open borders. They doing it because they're putting you further in the ground as Aboriginal Negroes for show. Look up the paperwork. They know what they're doing. Have they brought more resources to your community with the hundreds of thousands of immigrants they bring into your community to use the resources that you don't have already? Yeah, exactly. So you already know they're doing this to crush your communities. Just another silent way of the pen when it comes to doing you in. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.